silly cat. Come over here. Well, I guess that's that for now. Come on, go over here. No. Right here. Put your butt right there. Now. Oh, you're kidding. What? What? No. The most persistent cat on the planet is that one. Okay, cat. Xena. Xena. Huh. What? Can I finish playing, Xena? My cat has a fetish for my lotion that I use. Ah, Xena. Okay, let's try this again. Wow. Good. Real one over here. Ah, Velcro kitty. Go play. One. Where was I? Again. ligature has gone away. I haven't been practicing as much as I should have. So, there. So, I just discovered the, well, the last part of Cock of the North. So, it's not memorized, and I've been working on it a little bit, but my work schedule has changed, so now I have more time in the morning and more time in the evening. And I just got off of church, out of church now because I can go to church early in the morning. And I'm not pumping religion, I'm just saying this is what I do. And I have more time at night, and I actually wake up at a normal time in the mornings now. So I'm getting more productive practice without being exhausted all the time. And I'm just playing this set all the way through just for the halibut. Whatever critiques you have, okay, that's fine. I'm not playing it for the critiques. I'm playing it just to blow off some steam. And my hands are starting to get tired and tight. These pipes have not, these are my bass, obviously, bass Pakistani Parlor pipes that everybody, from my first videos, there's people that still comment on the first videos that I made that showed when, you know, they're saying, oh, this is not it. And, okay, that was then. That was like 3 or 4 years ago, okay? These are those same pipes. They have a Rexine bag, which is kind of like the same fabric as a Bannatyne regular bag, not a hybrid bag, or a Robertson bag, or bag, synthetic bag. It's really floppy, and it's really good. And what I've done is I crushed up a little aspirin and put that in there so I don't get bugs and whatever. So anyway, I'm just hashing to get it out to let you guys know that I'm still here. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed with my channel and worked and, you know, listened to my stuff. And I'm just hashing. That's it. I have this problem with overblowing in the sense that I accidentally shut off the chanter reed because I'm compensating for these pipes are dry, that the hemp was dried out, and I only got one tenon wet because, I mean, it was like too loose. So these are my base Pakistani Parlor pipes. The chanter is a chanter from Hakam Din, and I think the thing I like about this chanter as compared to my Piper's Choice A session chanter is the way these pipes are done is there's more space on the top part of the chanter, so that the tuning for that weird low A is more comfortable for the hands. Just in case there's any craftsmen out there, you can make a low A chanter with more space up here and better groupings for fingering down here. Now, it might take some finessing, but this is a Hakam Din wood chanter. I have no idea what wood this is. It could have been made out of a pine 2x4. I don't care. It works with these drones. And I bought this chanter along with 2 other chanters off of the Hakam Din website. I don't have any reviews of the other chanters because I specifically wanted this chanter for these drones, because I like the way this set of pipes sounds, because it really fills the room. So anyway, I'm going to try to finish Cock of the North, because I'm playing it way too fast, guys. I understand that. My fingering is not perfect. I understand that. I have my great set of pipes, and I have another set of pipes that have a really cool story to them. And when I get brave enough, I'll bring those out. I have a better night's time schedule now, where I can start practicing my great pipes at night without being pressured to worried about being ready for work and then not being able to concentrate on doing better. I've upgraded my chanter reed on my other pipes to unfortunately I switched from Abador to Shepherd chanter reeds, and the only reason why is because something changed in the Abador chanter reeds, which isn't bad. It's just I haven't been able to get them to work for me. It might be that the humidity of being up here in Utah. It might be it could be anything, but I have not been as successful with the Abador chanter reeds, and so it's nothing bad about them, because I used from all the way from 2000 until I moved back up here to Utah. I used Abador reeds. So down on the coast, maybe those reeds will still work great. They just didn't work well for me up here. And trust me, I went down to California a couple of weeks ago in the high desert, and well, I would, if I were to go to compete, I would need to go down to the coast at least 3 days early to readjust my playing and the reeds to dropping down. That's just me. I'm not a professional piper, so I had to figure things out by developing the skill set to adjust for the moment. Now, I'm sure if I went back east to Kentucky, the humidity is different there, and I actually had an easier time playing the pipes in Kentucky. But Kentucky is also, the part of Kentucky that I was in is 300 feet below sea level. So you have 300 feet below sea level, then you have sea level in California, and I don't know what the altitude is in the high desert in California, but that was dry, and my pipes didn't like that at all. So it was kind of embarrassing, because I, took them out, and I'm like, oh, well, I need about 30 minutes to tune these in, and there's nobody who's not familiar with pipes is going to sit there and listen to me tuning for 30 minutes. So anyway, while I'm blurring, there it is. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody who watches. I know this video is long, so I'm going to try finishing Cock of the North at a reasonable speed. So I definitely need to work on the complete Cock of the North tune. Tune. I think it's an awesome tune. And there it is. Yes, I got a tan because last week I drove down to Southern California and recovered an Oldsmobile car that I had put together in the 1990s. And then stuff happened. So I finally was able to recover the car. Now I got giraffe spots on my head because like a dummy, I didn't wear a hat. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm still around. I'm just blowing off steam. So if you like it, great, fantastic. If you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. This isn't what I do for a living. I drive a bus for a living, and I'm really good at it. And I've been in the transportation industry since 1995, so that's my passion. Building cars and putting cars together and making them work is who I am. Bagpipes are a passion for me, which is a passion and a challenge because of my ability to figure things out. That's how come I've been able to make these Pakistani bagpipes work. And I self-taught myself how to set up my bagpipes, Great Highland bagpipes, and I've done okay with that. I've competed before and I've gotten positive remarks on my tuning and everything like that. My problem is that sometimes it's hard, well, obviously by this video, it's hard for me to play slow sometimes, or all the time. And it's not because I'm trying to overrun the grace notes or anything like that. It's because that's how fast my head's going in the inside. And so that was my blowing off steam session. So I'll try to post something later on that's a little bit more slowly played with the proper grace notes and everything. That is not like I'm saying it with derision, because I seriously I think there's a secret code in the grace notes. Bagpipe music is different than standard music because it's a martial instrument and it's an ancient instrument. So I think that, like with the bagpipes, because of the Scottish bagpipes, because they're so loud, there are certain sounds that carry over distance. It's kind of like Morse code. I'm sure there's a message in the grace notes. I'm sure there's a message in the grips. I'm sure there's a message in the twirlers. Now, I'm not saying it's mystical or anything like that, but there's a message that gets broadcast when it's correct. And there's so many regional differences in some of the bagpipe styles and stuff like that. Honestly, I can sometimes hear the differences. My Angus McCole is one of my favorite pipers. I would probably faint if I ever got a chance to meet him in person. Alistair Gillies, who's in my age group, passed away before I got a chance to meet him. I've met other high-level pipers who, well, it's hard to communicate with them because I'm pretty much a hack piper. It's not something I'm proud of. It's just because when I first started, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I just knew how to set up the pipes, and then I taught myself how to tune them. So, it's some source of kind of a minor pride. But anyway, this video ended up being really long. I hope you enjoyed the lack of musicianship in it. But I haven't played these pipes for, I don't know how long. Probably at least 3-4 months, maybe. So I just want to let everybody know I haven't disappeared or anything like that. I've just had a lot of projects going on. And I got my Oldsmobile home. I had to shuffle my cars around. And I got yard work to do because my grass has, in 1 week, has grown from nothing to almost 2.5 feet tall out in, well, I probably should be out doing yard work right now, but it's kind of chilly. It's not chilly by Irish standards, and it's probably not chilly by Northern Scotland standards, but this is the high desert. So, that's my excuse. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Bye.